What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planners and Wine. My name is Myra.
And my name is Meg. Welcome back, y'all.
Yay, welcome back to another week. Excited to be back. Yay.
I'm very excited too. It's December. It's officially the last month of 2023. And, we're just trucking along. This is one of our last regular episodes of the year as well. So,
which is crazy to think about. We was just talking. Oh, by the way, we do have our Patreon peeps here.
Period.
I would say hello, but they can't see you. But
say hello in the chat. Say hello in the chat, y'all, and we'll read your hellos.
Yes, they are here. We have fun with these, so definitely, if you want to explore more and be a part of a very awesome and very supportive and very fun community, check out the Patreon. You get access to additional episodes early. You can be in the chat when we do these live podcasts. So much good stuff. And like I said, just an awesome community overall.
Really fun. I love our Patreon community so much, especially our Facebook group. It's just such a safe space, and it's just such a cool space. We just talk about, things going on in the world, things going on in the planner community, what we're shopping, what we're buying, what we're reading, all those good things. So it's just such a great space. And if you're looking to meet your people, come on and join us. Like, the only rule is just don't be an asshole. So
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And I know asshole is subjective, but I guess an asshole by our definition of an asshole.
Because they probably like, well, Myra's in there.
In some people's world, Myra is an asshole, but not our definition of asshole. Myra is not an asshole, okay?
I love being the villains in other people's stories. Like, it's kind of cool.
It kind of eats.
Yeah, because y'all clowns in mine. Y'all are clowns in
Here you go. I'm trying to. We just talking about you're not an asshole, and here you go calling people clowns. All right. Anyway, join the Patreon.
Yes, join the Patreon because we have fun.
And Myra's not an asshole to our Patreon.
I'm not. They will testify.
Oh my gosh, I literally cannot. Also, if you listen on, Apple Podcasts, make sure you leave us a 5-star review. If you love the show, tell us what you think. We love reading those. We love seeing those, and it really does help us a lot. And we just really appreciate the feedback. And, I know Spotify Wrapped came out recently, so all us Apple girlies are feeling some type of way because we, it's just not, it's not the same. We don't get a Apple Wraps on podcast.
You an Apple girly?
Oh, I listen to my podcast on Apple. I don't listen to music on Apple Music though. So that's the thing. It's weird. I've always just listened on the podcast app on Apple, and I tried to listen on Spotify before. And I don't know why. I just like the Apple one better. It like automatically downloads all the shows that I really like. I just like it for some reason. So it's hard. It's been hard for me to transition over. But yeah, I listen to all my music on Spotify.
Yeah, my Spotify podcasts are a little bit skewed because I literally only go over there to listen to make sure our episodes is right. So it just said Planners and Wine. And then my other favorite podcasts, I go over there because they are exclusive over there. So I have no choice but to watch,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So any other podcasts you listen to, you do listen to Apple.
Apple, yeah.
That's so wild.
It's just more user friendly. I mean,
yeah,
not that Spotify is hard, but it's just, I guess I'm used to been listening for like 10, 12
That's the
years.
thing. And then on Spotify, I don't love that everything is mixed together. Whereas on Apple Podcasts, it's just podcasts. It's not music. It's not nothing else. It's just podcasts. Like, I kind of wish Spotify would have some separation like that too. It would probably be easier for me to move over and adjust, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Because I tried to listen to audiobooks over there on Spotify too. It just didn't.
It's not hitting.
The vibes wasn't vibing, yeah.
Yeah, it's not hitting. But I would love to know, like, what my podcast rap was, like, how many minutes I listen to podcasts and all that. Because, like, music, I listen to music, but I don't listen to music nearly as much as I listen to podcasts. So I think I only had like 8,000 hours of listening to music. And like Dallas was like, oh yeah, yours is probably going to be way more than mine. Girl, we looked at his. He got like 100,000 hours of music on his. Like, You ate me up. You ate me up because all I do is listen to podcasts.
Yeah, that's true. I think maybe I'll try. Maybe that's a goal for me. Maybe I'll try to
Yeah.
see if I transition everything over to Spotify just so I can get that data. But
No, I just want to get the
it's
data, but
hard.
it's so hard. I even have like, you know how you can have like 4 apps like at the bottom of your screen? Apple
Mhm.
Podcasts has been like one of my apps down there forever. That's how frequently I listen to it. I go to it all. Spotify's not even down there, but that one is.
Yeah, I'm definitely way more of a podcast girly than
I
a
know.
music listen girly
I
overall,
am
but
too. I am too. We say all that to say
same.
though. Leave us a 5-star review.
Yeah,
On whatever platform you listen to, because you can leave us reviews on Spotify as
mhm,
well. It's just like the stars. Can
absolutely.
you write
Yeah.
stuff too?
You can't write, but you do, which I this is one thing Spotify and I think Apple need to tap into this too. You have to listen to
Mhm.
like 2 or 3 episodes before you can leave a review. It's just a star review. You
I like
can't
that
like
too.
write anything,
Yeah.
but at least you gonna give us some streams before you like
It
negative
keeps the
review
haters
bomb
at
us.
bay
Yeah.
because people
Yeah,
can't just review bomb you and just give you bad reviews without
exactly.
listening. And that's true.
So yeah. So
That's
Spotify
true.
reviews are probably a lot more realistic than anywhere else
Yeah,
because of
I
that.
say so. I say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeanette and Christy said that they prefer Apple as well for podcasts. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what we're
Mhm.
used to. Like, I've had Spotify probably just as much as I've been listening to podcasts, and just
Mhm.
having music here, podcast here is
I know.
just used
It's
to it,
just
you
I
know?
like it. I just like it. Yep. Possum Planner said I use Podcast Addict. It gives you stats for the current year and overall. That's neat. I might look into that then. Spotify Wrapped is just
Yes.
so it's just so cool. I just
It's
love
the
like at least
interaction of it. Can we
yeah, I
show
love
ours,
it.
like the podcast one later?
Yeah, let's do it because it's really
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
it
let's
is
do
good.
that.
I always
That's a good
like
idea.
somebody says like a PowerPoint presentation, but it's so cool.
It really,
I love
really
it.
is. It really, really is. I love it. But yeah, Myra, how was your week? Good, bad,
Um,
better?
indifferent,
Are
honestly,
you feeling better?
I am. I kinda
Mhm,
got over the flu, which I've never had the flu before. I guess it could have been
mhm,
worse because I did just
mhm,
get my, like, vaccines, like, right before we left for SGS. But
mhm.
I've never been sick like that before.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and all of my, like, COVID tests was coming back negative. I'm like, "I'm just about to die. It's fine."
Thanks for telling me. I didn't know it
It's fine.
was even that deep. You just gonna
'Cause
not
that's
show
how I
up one
felt.
day.
I was just laying there cold, and you know how, like, you have, like, that a
Mhm.
fever and you're like, you're cold, but, like but not really, you're hot. Like,
Yeah,
I was going through that. So I'm like, "Yeah, this is fine." I was literally
yeah.
that dog in that, meme. This is fine. But I made
Just
it
everything
through.
burning. You made it.
Yeah, I made it through. It's definitely like November for me was kind of a wash. Like the most excited thing was SGS and Hogwarts, and I'm
Mhm.
a cherish that. That's gonna be the highlight of the month. But
True.
everything else, like just after getting sick and I don't know. When you get burnt out with content, it's just like you don't even want to go on a social media app. That's kind of where I was this month.
True.
So, like, really
I
trying
feel
to
you.
come back from that. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. How was your Thanksgiving? Was it drama free?
No,
Oh, well.
I tell y'all that in the break because it's tea.
Okay. Okay. Or do we want to save it for the bonus episode?
Or yeah, we can save it for bonus episode. That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Dang. Make sure you write in the show notes so you don't
And
forget.
yeah, I know. And it was the first year I didn't get leftovers. Ain't this
You didn't
ghetto?
did you have to cook? So you went somewhere. So you
I
didn't have
went
to cook,
somewhere.
right?
I had to
Okay.
pay. I didn't have to cook. And I did not get leftovers because of
Were
the
you at a
tea.
restaurant?
You would think I was at family house.
Okay, so yeah, this can't wait to the bonus. We should just listen to the break because I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. I can't believe I haven't told you this. I guess because 'cause I've been, like, sick and
Oh,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah. But anyway, my
Ghetto.
week was good. Just trucking along. The weather has been just so up and down. I feel like I could just get sick at any moment also because it's just all over the place. Like if it's gonna be cold, just let it be cold. Like I don't like
Mhm.
these days where it starts creeping back up into the 50s and 60s because I feel like
Yeah,
that
we've
is
been
just
that
like,
too.
pneumonia weather. That's what my mama used to
Mhm.
always say. So I'm over it. But yeah, just ready for the holidays. I had a pretty drama-free Thanksgiving, thankfully. Um,
I love that. One of us gotta have it, damn.
one of us gotta have it. Yeah. Now my pre-Thanksgiving had some shenanigans, but by the
Yeah, I
time
was a little
Thanksgiving rolled
worried.
around,
Yeah,
yeah, everything had calmed down and the offending parties weren't involved. So that was good.
yeah.
Look,
Family is
sometimes
weird.
even you know what? Exactly. And sometimes even if somebody is like a blood relative, you really gotta hit them with the Mariah Carey, I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? Like they just don't
You
exist
know, we the
sometimes, family or
queens of,
not.
no contact with some family members.
You know what?
Look,
I love that because what you're not gonna do is disturb my peace.
just
Period. I don't care who you are.
I think it gotten a lot easier after having, kids too. Cause
Yeah.
you like, some things, like, I can, like, deal with,
100%.
but I'm not about to let my child deal with it.
100%. It got a million times easier because it's
Mhm.
like out of certain people I don't want around my child and their
Yeah,
negativity or their influence to be around my child. And I'm 10 toes down on that. So
that's our job. We gotta protect
yeah,
our peace and our kids' peace.
period. Especially theirs. Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. But yeah, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break before we get into the rest of the episode, and we will be right back. All
Let
right,
me talk.
y'all. So we are back. Let's talk about some things that happened over the last couple of weeks while we were on break. So one major thing that happened on TikTok was the copyright crackdown of
Mhm.
2023, and all the girly shops got snatched. And actually, I don't know if I was following any shops that got snatched up because I really didn't see like a ton of this content. I just saw a few videos, but it has been noticeable to me the amount of shop videos overall that I've been seeing. Like I've been seeing way less than I was a couple of weeks ago. And I do think it's because a lot of these shops
Mhm.
got shut down.
Yeah,
So
same
it's
here. It's
wild.
kinda been, a little peaceful. I feel for these
Yeah.
shops, they're small shops, but
Yeah.
also the crackdown was due to copyright. A lot of these shops making tumblers, Disney characters,
Yeah.
Grinch, all these different characters. So it's like I get it. I get it's your money. Some people had like $7, $8,000 in their shop that basically TikTok is holding from them. It sucks because the crackdown happened literally right before Black Friday, which is like the
Yeah.
busiest time. So
I
they weren't
know.
able to make any of those sales, but it's copyright. I get it. Big Disney,
Yeah.
big corporations, who cares, whatever. But at the end of the day, honestly, a lot of these shops got off really good because, I mean, just getting your shop taken away, or do you want
It could have
big
been worse.
Mickey Mouse, coming down
Lawsuit.
after you? Yeah.
Yeah, and wanting
And
money back. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? They could have really pushed that to where you gotta pay them back and things. And something that came up, I saw that some people had like thought they purchased a license because they bought it from another third party or whatever.
Mhm.
And it's just like, and I really feel for those people because they thought that they had done their due diligence and done the right thing and had the proper licenses to use stuff. And they actually didn't. Whoever sold it to them was on some scammy type of shit. And they ended up getting their shop taken also, which sucks. I really feel
It
for
does
these people. I
suck.
really, really do. But I can't even be
Yeah.
mad. I can't be mad for them. I feel for them, but they gonna do what they gonna do.
Rules are rules. I mean,
Yeah.
if
And
it was
Disney got a
their stuff,
whole
y-
yeah, that's true.
if
And
it's
Disney
something you
got a
created,
whole
you'll be
team
pissed.
of lawyers
Yeah.
who just probably just peruse the Etsy's and the Macaris and the TikTok shops of the world, finding people to shut the fuck down. Like,
Mhm.
that's their whole job. That's their whole job because they got it like that, and it sucks. I hate it. I hate when big companies are able to take like monopoly over stuff like this, but it's their stuff, and so we don't have a choice. We don't even have the funds to even try to fight them, and we don't really have a leg to stand on to fight them.
Yeah.
So, mm,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's just
mhm,
funny to see the people like come on and call TikTok shop a scam and be like that
mhm,
they're keeping money from me. And, granted, there was a sprinkle of people that kind of got caught in the breakdown or the
yeah,
crackdown, un, wrongfully so.
yeah,
But majority of people, y'all was putting Grinch on y'all stuff. Like y'all just were.
yeah, yeah. That's
And
true, and you
Ashton
can't
bought
do
me
that.
water. Sorry.
Oh, yay, Ashton.
But,
Grinch, the NFL stuff, I saw a lot of
well,
NFL. I think they got cracked down because, the
yeah.
whole Taylor Travis thing
Mhm.
spurred all these shops of Swifties making all this NFL stuff. And it's like, no, you
You
can't
can't
actually
do
do that.
that. You can't do that, and I feel for people,
Hmm.
like, this is their money, like, I've seen a lot of people are like, "This is how I feed my family," but you can't do it. Like, I feel
Mm-mm.
bad, I get it, that's your money, but if you're gonna go
Hmm.
into business, you gotta know that's the risk if you're gonna do that.
Do
You
your
gotta
due
know that this is the
diligence.
risk. Yeah.
Yes, and even if you kinda cut corners initially, once you start to, like, really get popular and successful and go viral and stuff, go back and do your due diligence then, because now you
Mhm.
got the money too, okay? Now you got the money to be copyrighting your own stuff or checking these copyright laws and having a lawyer and somebody involved to help you out so that you won't get hemmed up because they didn't just force them to take down these listings, they closed their shops. So I don't
And
know, and I don't know if they're gonna be able to reopen them. I don't know anything about that. So,
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I know, some people were saying that you can get points. That's how the shop
mhm,
got, their shops got shut down because they accumulated over like 40 points and the points fall off. I don't know if not
mm,
copyright points don't fall off or how long that takes to fall off, but these people, they were saying like 80% of their sales was coming from TikTok shop. Like even though they had
yeah,
their own website and stuff and maybe are on
it's
Etsy or
tough.
whatever, that's a huge chunk of your income, but also it's the risk you took by
Yeah,
putting Mickey Mouse on your shit. Like that's just the risk you
yeah,
take by doing that. And
it's very
it
true.
sucks, but I just feel like a lot of people weren't really taking responsibility on that. Like there's one thing to be like,
Yeah,
man, like that's a lot of money. I'm a need that. I miss it.
mhm,
But a lot of people were just like, "I didn't steal anything," it's big Disney, they're not missing out any money, and it's like, "Nah, y'all gotta take responsibility. You can't it's
yeah, for
copyright." I don't
sure.
Yes, Disney is big, but you can't use
Yeah,
their shit. You can't
that's
you
true.
can't use it. So,
That's true.
ugh,
Yeah. Jeanette said, they all think that big companies won't come for their small shop, and it's just like, if capitalism
and
has taught
will.
us anything, they should know that that is 100% false. Because here's the thing, Disney is not a person with a heart and with the soul and with the family and with empathy. Disney is a
Mhm.
corporation with none of those things. They don't care.
They do not care.
They
I
don't
mean,
care.
we all know this about Disney. Like it was a situation where a child passed away. He really loved Spider-Man. They tried to put
Mhm.
Spider-Man on his gravestone and
Mhm.
Disney blocked that
That was gross. Now,
because it's a
yes,
corporation, not a
because
person.
it's a corporation, and exactly, and it could be gross all day, and it don't stop them from doing it.
They still gonna do it. They
That
said,
was
"Nah,
really
don't
bad,
they don't want
though.
that." Yeah, that was really bad.
I would have told
But
Disney to kiss my ass, but still, it just is what it is.
yeah,
Oh,
these
that was
that's the same
horrible.
corporation that you're
Yeah,
stealing from.
it's the
Like they
same
do not
corporation.
care.
They don't care. Yeah, Possum said that Disney does not fool around with copyright. No, they do not.
Mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
they do not.
Crystal said
Yeah,
it's been quieter. TikTok was becoming a walking ad. So that's kind of the other side of
that
this,
is
where
true. Yeah.
us as like just content consumers, we're able to kind of have, because it was getting out of control. Like, I didn't mind it too much just because it's so easy to just swipe past and keep it moving. But it was annoying because it was just a lot. It's just like, and then it's all these shops making the same or very similar stuff also.
Mhm.
So it's not even like different stuff. It was getting played out. It was doing too much.
Yeah, and I know they were making
Um,
some serious money because it was like every other TikTok was one of those, and then
mhm.
on top of these shops doing it, TikTok shop, because I signed up for it to do, like, digital, but they don't do digitals,
Mhm.
which is dumb, but
Yeah,
anywho,
that's crazy.
you have the option to, like, reach out to content creators as, like, affiliates to share your stuff
Mm,
to. So you not only have the shops making content, you have content
yeah,
creators making content with that stuff, so it was a lot. It was a lot.
yeah. Because we saw them little badges on people's video where it says eligible commission or
Mhm.
commission eligible. Yeah, I'm sure those were those. Um, Possum made a good point. She said, "I don't know. There's enough Disney stuff in the world. Do we need more?" And there's that. Let's be original. Let's do something else. It's so much Disney stuff everywhere all the time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Disney just hasn't tapped into those, like, the Tumblrs
Mhm.
and stuff. The stuff that was like, y'all seen it because it was all through the
Mhm.
FYP. Those Tumblrs and the cute little mason jar. I don't feel
Mhm.
like Disney has tapped into that just yet,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Still, you ain't about to do
yeah.
it. They gonna make money off of it when they feel like it. You not gonna do it before they get to.
Yeah.
Um, Possum also said that argument is a slippery slope. I get F the big businesses, but then what about smaller artists who copyright this? Oh no, for sure. And that's the
Mhm.
thing. Like, you can't just be like, oh, well, people should be able to do whatever they want because it's a big company. Because it's like the folks try to apply that same argument to a small business, that wouldn't be cool either. Like if somebody was out there trying to sell planners and wine t-shirts, that wouldn't be great. That would not be okay
Yeah. Yeah.
either.
Yeah,
You
that's the thing, like,
know?
if you came up with some kinda design to put on your Tumblr and somebody else
Mm-hmm.
completely ripped it off and sold stuff, you would be pissed too, so you
Mm-hmm.
can't just be like and not as, like we not definitely not caping for these big businesses, at the end of the day, they're gonna
No,
be okay,
but the
but
law is the law,
the law is the law.
unfortunately.
Yeah, and if you're gonna
Yeah,
try to run a business, you need to know the law
to protect yourself. It's
to
not
protect
about
yourself. Yeah.
being noble to these big businesses. It's just to protect yourself and how much work you put into it. Because regardless of
Mhm.
where these, shops were getting their designs from, they were still working hard to produce these products. And so this
For
really
sure.
sucks for them, and it's a major roadback block for a lot of them. And some of them, if everything they were selling was Disney or NFL or Marvel or whatever, they're screwed unless they come up with something else to sell. And TikTok
Yeah.
lets them have their shop back.
Hopefully, they will allow them to, but,
Yeah.
yeah, I just don't think the momentum is gonna be like how it was. Like, I mean, the stuff was
Mhm.
cute, admittedly, the
It was
stuff they were
very
making
cute.
were cute, but,
Mhm.
you just can't do that. It
Mm-mm. Can't do
sucks,
that.
but and I hope these
Mm-mm.
people had LLCs. That's what I'm saying, y'all lucky they
Yeah.
just shut your shop down because if
Yeah.
these corporations came after you, you ain't had no LLC. They're not only going
Mhm.
after your business, they can go after your check. You married,
Yeah.
your spouse's check, your house, like, it's
Mhm.
just yeah, I like TikTok Shop. I shop there a lot, but I feel like
Mhm.
TikTok Shop made the everyday person who don't know anything about business just
Yeah.
like I can, I
Yeah.
got a Cricut machine, I can make this, let me sign up for it. And it kind of
It's
screwed these
more
people
to
over.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you really gotta do your due diligence and make sure you are covered and protected no matter what. So, you
Yeah.
know, I
That's a
hope a
good
lot of
one.
these shops are
Yeah.
able to recover because at the end of the day, TikTok did something. They really ate with the TikTok shops, and they've been
It
able to
is.
do something that Instagram has not been able to do. Whereas Instagram has the shopping and stuff, and it has just not hit the same. Like I don't know what their numbers are, but I've never bought anything through Instagram personally, and I never even thought about
Yeah, I
it.
haven't
But
either. Yeah.
TikTok, every time I'm scrolling, I'm thinking about getting something else that I'm seeing, which is another reason why I'm glad these are slowing down a little bit because
Yeah, that's the thing.
it was very hard.
It
Very
is hard.
hard.
It is hard.
Mhm.
Yeah, they really ate with that. I think they just messed up and didn't. I mean, it ain't TikTok fault. They are
Mm-mm.
just, having the opportunity. It's up to you as a business owner to do your due
Mhm.
diligence and know what you're getting into.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And
Yeah.
it's like Jeanette said, people with no business sense trying to run a business. And it's just like, it's one of those things where you kind of don't know what you don't know until you don't until it comes up. You know what I'm saying? Because like even with us starting a podcast, we're like, oh yeah, let's start this podcast. Let's just hop online and talk about the things that we love. And it's just so much more to it. Like you're a business owner. Like even in Beyonce's film, like we'll talk about it more in depth in a
Mhm.
little bit. But she talked about how she wears all these different hats as not only a wife and a mom, but as an entertainer and also as
Yeah.
somebody running multiple businesses. And it's like I never even really thought about that when it came to like her or like artists or anything, that they are business owners too. Like they are their own brand, and that is a brand that
Mhm.
they are running and in control of. And it's a lot that goes into that,
Yeah. And I mean,
a lot.
obviously, Beyonce, has lawyers and stuff like
She has help
tied up
for
around. Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Yes, for
But
sure.
when you do get in business, you can't claim ignorance because that was a lot of stuff going on
Mm,
too. Like you said, like they may have bought a license from
mm-hmm,
somebody, like, oh, I didn't know, or I didn't consider this a copycat, or such and
mm-hmm.
such is doing this. Like you can't claim ignorance. Like
No,
you just
no.
you just can't. And
Because at the
I
end of
feel
the
for them.
day, you're just gonna hurt yourself. Because we've even
Yeah.
seen instances in the planner community where, one shop is using a phrase that another shop has copywritten, and then all of a sudden that shop has to throw out all their product that they were using with that phrase. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
And I
And that
claim ignorance.
hurts
Yeah.
you. It
Mhm.
hurts you, the shop owner. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like that's you gonna have who's gonna have to eat that or be willing to fight it in court.
Yeah, and with business,
It's
you learn
wild.
lessons. We've learned stuff with this podcast. I'm
Yeah.
sure Beyonce has learned probably
Yeah.
expensive lessons and stuff too.
For sure,
But,
for sure.
I wish a lot more people would just took it as like, "Okay, this is a learning experience. Imma try
Mhm.
to do better next time," but a lot of those people were very entitled and very, trying to claim ignorance. So, all I could
Yeah,
do is, wish y'all the best and hope
I
y'all
know,
don't get no cease and desist from actual Disney.
I know, I know. It's bad. It is bad. Okay, so something kind of random that came up was the fact that has anybody in the chat heard of ghost restaurants or
Yeah, ghost kitchens.
restaurants that have Tinder profiles? Both of these
Girl,
things
that
have
Tinder
come up.
profile.
So, if you don't know what a ghost restaurant or a ghost kitchen is, it's basically like a lot of, well-known food chains like Denny's or whoever, they'll have a profile or I guess have a site on like a DoorDash or
Uber
Uber
Eats,
Eats or
yeah.
whatever, and it'll be their restaurant like under another name,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah, and
you
there'll be
don't
certain
know,
things, yeah.
yeah, you don't know that you're ordering from Denny's or whatever the random restaurant is, and that's actually where your food is coming from. Has anybody heard of that? Because I thought that was so wild. And also, I kind of want to explore, is there something wrong with that? Is that wrong? Is that problematic? Like, are these restaurants like false advertising? Like, what do we think about that?
Now with a ghost kitchen, if it's like a small business, they don't have the funds to like open up their own food truck or, have a
Mm-hmm.
own stationary place. I get that. I get that. You rent out a little bit of kitchen space at the local Denny's and sell
Mm-hmm.
food. Okay, cool. But what like grinds my gears is like the Denny's, like
Mm-hmm.
having burgers that nobody buys because it's a fucking Denny's. Who goes to Denny's and buy a burger? Setting up a profile, calling it
Yeah.
Burger Emporium or something. You think this is this new burger joint, and it's
Yeah.
Denny's
And
burger.
you pull up to a Denny's
Yeah,
to pick up
right.
your food because you didn't
That
realize that it was the address of Denny's.
yeah, that is just wild. Like, we've
That's
had it
funny.
happen before with
Mhm.
pizza. We thought it was, like, just a new pizza spot. We pull up, it
Yeah.
was Chuck E. Cheese. Like,
Yeah, that's
I'm
wild.
not
And Danny said that kinda happened, was that Danny who said that they had went like, it was actually, like, food from, like, a local bowling alley, but it was, like,
yeah,
named
yeah.
something else? Yeah. That's hilarious.
I mean, it must be legal, I guess, since it is happening, but I feel like
Either
there is some
either
false
it's
advertising there.
Yeah, either it's legal or the law just hasn't caught up to it. It's
Yeah,
one or the
maybe some kinda
other.
loophole or
Because a
something,
lot of
yeah.
the times the laws just have not caught up to things or whatever. But you know what? Mad at it. That's the thing. I think it's just a funny thing because look, Denny's know ain't nobody coming to them to get a burger, just like you
Nobody.
said. But if this burger looks delicious and if it ends up being delicious, am I really that mad that it came from
If
Denny's and not Burger Emporium? That's the thing. It got to be good. It just has to be good. If it's good, nobody cares. But if it's the burger that you would expect from Denny's, which is not good, then I'm gonna be pissed.
yeah, and I think they kinda get away with it too, because if you're getting it delivered, you wouldn't know unless they
Mhm.
mess up and put it, because 'cause they're supposed to put it in, like, nondescript bags. Sometimes they
Mhm.
mess up and put in like in a Denny's bag, and you're like,
Mhm.
but I got Burger Emporium or whatever. Like, so I think they get away with it that way since it's
Yeah.
being delivered to you.
Mhm.
But it's wild to pull up to,
That's wild that y'all pulled up
Pizza
to Chuck
R
E.
Us and it
Cheese.
was Chuck E. Cheese. Like, that is wild.
It's funny.
That is insane. And
Oh my
you are just sitting there
gosh.
so confused.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I mean, I guess if the
hilarious.
food is good, that's fine. But I don't know. I still, even if the food is good, I still feel like it's a jip.
What
Because I
okay.
wouldn't have bought this if I knew
Yeah.
this was Denny's or Chuck E. Cheese or whatever. I wouldn't have bought it.
Okay, let's put it into, like, podcast terms, okay? So what if we were like, "Look, hey, the girls don't want to plan a podcast. They don't want to listen to it, but we with this is we're a planner podcast. We're planners of wine. You know, we talk about planners and all this stuff, right?
Mhm.
So what if we post on TikTok and we call the podcast Pop Culture Vultures, and then they look it up on Apple Podcasts because they love this clip that went viral and they want to follow us and planners of wine comes up. Is that the same thing?
Um, I guess it technically is the same thing.
It's kind of the same
I
thing.
mean,
It
you still gonna
is
get a little bit of pop culture in there.
a
Like,
lot
it's
of pop
not false.
culture. A
Yeah, it's
lot
not false advertising
of
it, but the
it's a
names is just different.
the names is just different. That's why it's a slippery slope. That's why I think the
Yeah.
law just has not caught up to this because legally, is it false advertising if it's the same food, the same ingredients that they're advertising? It's just we're saying that it's from a restaurant called Burger Emporium and it's really Denny's. It's like, is that false advertising or are they just I think it's some type of loophole where it's just not, you know what I'm
I
saying? I don't
mean,
think there's anything illegal about it. It's just
what
not
if you as a
great.
consumer are like, I don't want to spend
Morally
my money.
opposed to
Yeah.
Denny's. Yeah.
Which, they got a history. But
Yeah. They do.
and what if you don't want to buy from them and
Yeah.
then you come to find out you did?
Yeah.
So
I
I
mean, it's
mean,
kind of like, if, Hobby Lobby, if they decided to make a TikTok shop and they called it, you know, Planners R Us or whatever, and then you go to purchase and it reroutes you to the Hobby Lobby. It's like, I'm gonna be pissed. In that case, I'm gonna be like, so y'all think y'all slick. Y'all think y'all slick and y'all lying to people.
yeah. See, I think with the reroute or like, you pull up the podcast and
Yeah,
Planners and Wine comes up, you still then have the opportunity to be like, do I want to press play or do I
that's
want to
true.
purchase?
That's
But
true.
with the ghost kitchen, like you don't find out
You
until
don't
you
know.
already paid for it at that
Yeah.
point
Yeah, that's true.
and pull up, or you may not ever know if you got
Yeah.
delivered.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
don't know. It's
Jeanette
wild.
said she ordered via DoorDash once and come to find out it was a kitchen or place with IHOP. So you basically ordered Oh my gosh.
I think the moral of the story is we gotta let DoorDash and Uber Eats go. I get the convenience,
The fees
the fees
alone
alone.
is
Like there's been
it's so
plenty of
crazy.
times that I was like, I don't feel like going nowhere. I'm gonna just
Mhm.
order DoorDash. And by the time I get to checkout, it's $50 and I get my ass right in the
It's
car.
done double. Yep.
Yeah, go pick up
Somehow
whatever it
it
is.
doubles, and it's like it sucks because like people who do that like for their job, like the drivers, they'll tell you the delivery fee doesn't even go to them.
Oh, absolutely not.
It does not even go to
Yeah.
them. So what the hell is the delivery fee for? If it's not even going to the people who's bringing the food, I'm still responsible for tipping them, or they're
Mhm.
not getting paid for real. This
Yeah, and
sucks.
they're getting like 3, 4, $5 per trip or whatever. Like
It's
it's
ridiculous.
ridiculous. And I've noticed that DoorDash will up the price of items
Hmm.
on their site too.
Yeah.
Like if I order like Chipotle or whatever, if I
Yeah.
order it on Chipotle website, it's $10. If I order on
Yeah.
DoorDash, the same exact thing,
I know, I've noticed that
$15.
too. I've noticed that too. They do up the price. So it's like, I don't think the restaurant is getting that extra money. I think that that's more money that they're just bringing
Yeah,
in.
they're pocketing it.
Yeah, they're pocketing it because I have absolutely noticed that it's a couple dollars more on there, the same food listing.
Yeah, I don't think that goes to restaurants at all.
No,
Like, the
no.
restaurants are getting their
Mm-mm.
money. from the
Yeah.
actual food or whatever,
Yeah.
and DoorDash is pocketing it, and they don't
Yeah.
even be nice enough to give it to the damn drivers.
And that's the thing. The drivers are the people who are losing out because once you see that your order has ballooned to this price,
Mhm.
some people maybe be like, look, the only thing of this I got any type of control over is this tip. They might not know that the delivery fee is not going to the driver, and they might take their tip right on back, which sucks. And a lot of
That
these
does suck.
apps, they'll even let you adjust your tip after you get your food, which is really messed up.
I think that's DoorDash.
So
That is really messed up. That shouldn't even be an option. And
no.
also, y'all, if y'all ordering delivery, tip them people.
Tip them people. They don't get that delivery fee.
Yeah, like
Tip
let's
them
not
people.
don't put it on them
Mhm.
because DoorDash is being extra or whatever.
I
Like
know.
if you're gonna
It's
spend it,
crazy.
just build in that extra $5 into the tip or whatever it
Or
is.
just get your ass up and
Or
go
just
get
get your
your
ass up
food.
and go get your
Because that's what I
food.
always end up doing. 9 times out of 10, I just end up getting
Yeah,
my ass up
same.
and going to get the food.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks. So okay, so also along this topic was restaurants with Tinder profiles. So there's this girl whose video on TikTok ended up kind of going viral where she was saying she met this guy on Tinder, talked to him a little bit back and forth. They decided to meet up at this restaurant, and he never showed up. So she ended up just staying at the restaurant and ordering food. Come to find out, I don't know how she found us. I don't remember every detail of this, but basically, there are restaurants that have created fake profiles on these sites and have been chatting with people to get them to come to the restaurant only to get stood up because the person does not actually exist, just so these people will come to their restaurant and order food. And I don't know how widespread this is or if this is just a one-off, but this is wrong. Like, this is no gray
Yeah.
area. This is absolutely so wrong and so messed up to do that.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen a couple TikToks like that because they're banking on like you pull up at the restaurant, you
Mhm.
quote unquote get stood up, and you still order a drink or
Because a
appetizers. You
lot
get
of people
something. Yeah,
will.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I definitely would if I was in that situation. But that is just so messed up.
That's really messed up.
That means you got to have somebody on staff communicating with people, setting up dates,
Lying to them.
lying.
Straight up lying.
That means your restaurant is not doing that well if you got to go to that great of a
I
lift to get people in there.
know. I know. It's so messed up.
So messed up. It's so messed up. That mean the food ain't even good. You playing with
Mm-mm.
people
You just
emotions,
playing
people
with
time,
folks.
money.
Yes. Jeanette said they need to call these restaurants out in either one of these situations. I think the restaurants do need to be called out, but
Mhm.
especially on this one, like leave them a Google review if this happens to you. And now don't just be assuming that it happened to you just because you get stood up. Do your due diligence and make sure that this man does not actually exist or this person does not actually exist. But yeah, that's really messed up. Like, come on.
And I
Ain't
think
no
that's how they're
way.
getting away with it because,
Yeah.
like, for the most part, you just chunk it up as, I was talking to a fake
You would
profile,
never think. You
Yeah,
would never
yeah.
think
That
that
is
a
insane.
person would do that to you. Mm-mm.
I mean, but, businesses and corporations don't have
Mhm.
hearts,
I know.
apparently.
They don't. I mean, that's the gag. That is the gag.
That just seemed like you literally would have to have somebody on staff to manage these profiles to get people into the
Mhm.
restaurant.
Mhm.
So you're paying for somebody to do it, even if it's like just a cook or something. You're still paying that person to do that.
Right. Exactly. Like,
Just get better marketing. Ask Keith Lee to show up or something. God, Lee, like why are y'all playing
reach
with
out to Keith
people?
Lee. Reach out to Keith Lee. Speaking of Keith Lee has been in Houston, and I remember when everything was going on with him being in Atlanta,
Mhm.
and there were a couple of people who, in the comments, a couple of these videos, who were like, "Oh, please don't come to Houston! Please don't come to Houston." He's in Houston, and he's been having the time of his life. The food has been delicious.
Mhm.
The service has been good. Houston was on their Zoom, and I'm so proud of Houston. First of all, I knew the food was going to be good because,
Well, you
well,
came from there. The food
the
was great.
Texas, exactly. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? The food always is gonna slap in Texas, period. I was about to say the South, but Atlanta messed that up. I can't even give the South the reputation for good food no more because of Atlanta by itself. Okay. It sucks.
Atlanta. They really fumbled the bag with that.
I know, but he has been getting his whole life in Houston and blowing some spots up. There's this one place called the Breakfast Club that he got brunch from. And apparently this was already a very popping spot. So it's been people in the comments mad, like, damn, it's already hard enough to get a table in the Breakfast
I'll
Club.
be mad too.
He's made it worse. So Houston has been showing out, and he's been having a great time. And I'm glad. I'm very, very glad because they haven't even because a lot of people when he was talking about Atlanta was talking about, oh, this is just a small business thing, and he can't be mad at them because of X, Y, and Z. And it's like, why he not having any of these issues in Houston that also has tons of black small businesses that he was having in Atlanta?
It's y'all. It's the
It's
Atlanta
y'all.
culture.
It's
It's
the
just
Atlanta
you.
restaurant culture. Yeah.
It's just y'all.
Mhm.
And speaking of was it the Breakfast Club? Or what was the restaurant that like did the like really shitty response? Like who is Keith Lee?
Oh no, it
Or
was a place that has
Milk
like
and
multiple
Honey.
places. Yeah, that's the same
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've been saying that they used to be popping, used to be busy, and ain't nobody in there.
And I don't think that is Keith Lee's fault. I think because obviously the problems with that restaurant were a lot of people in
It was
Atlanta
already
have
there.
already known
Yeah.
about it. I think if anything, that situation might have opened a lot of people's eyes to the fact that we don't actually have to deal with this.
For sure. Yeah,
You
and not to
know?
mention it's like a bodega spot that
Yeah.
literally is like 2 doors down from there.
Mhm.
Keith Lee, he really had a good experience and they're blowing up. So like, why would
Mhm.
I deal with y'all bullshit and I can literally walk 2
Yeah.
doors down, get some good food and good service?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's wild, but
It's very
I mean,
wild.
I'm glad that Houston was on their Zoom, and it kind of just proves the point that this was just an Atlanta thing.
You don't have to be like this to run a
Yeah,
business. You
you
don't have
don't.
to make people feel like you're super exclusive or like that you're mad that you're making food for them. Like you can make people feel wanted and appreciated and like you're grateful for their business. That don't mean you gotta roll out the red carpet or kiss nobody's ass, but just treat
Yeah,
people how you want to be treated.
yeah. I think Atlanta has this very like we only want to service celebrity type of vibe,
Mhm.
and in reality, like your everyday, money is probably coming from the people who live there,
Yeah.
normal, regular, degular folks. So why are you treating them
Yeah.
like they're not up to your standards to do stuff for when
Exactly.
when they're your primary
Yeah.
income, but whatever.
At the end of the day, everybody's money is green.
At the end
Okay.
of the day.
And you should appreciate the people that you were getting that money from, regardless of their status, because you just never know. You never know when the next Keith Lee is gonna pop up. And then you thought that it was just a regular person that you was just treating like trash. All of a sudden, you're viral again for the wrong reasons. Treat everybody well. It's not that hard.
Yeah, I mean, and I love that about Keith Lee because that's just the ultimate point. Like he
Hmm.
just want to be treated just like everybody else, every,
Yeah,
regular person.
yeah,
And the way Atlanta messed up is because they don't know, like nobody name dropped Keith Lee
yeah.
until it, he
And
walked
then
in or
they
something.
tried
And
to
then they
roll out the
tried to,
red
yeah,
carpet and do the
yeah.
most. And
You
it's just
can't do that.
like,
You gotta treat everybody the
treat
same.
everybody
Yeah.
the same because he's like, he wants to be able to give a genuine review of the
Mhm.
service and the food of your restaurant. He don't want y'all putting on because Keith Lee said this and is here, and now y'all doing the most that y'all don't normally do.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he gives you a glowing review, and then his fans, the people who follow him, go there and they don't get that. Then they looking at him like he full of it.
Looking at him, they
You
not looking
know?
at the restaurant. They're looking at he
Exactly.
know,
That's his
that's
brand.
yeah, that's his brand. I think they're used to people, you know, being influenced or being big
Mhm.
celebrities who wants to name drop themselves and, want that special treatment or whatever.
Mhm.
And that's not what Keith Lee does.
Nope.
So
Nope. Nope.
best of
Yep.
luck to y'all out in
Best of luck.
Atlanta. But
Shout out to Houston.
shout out to Houston because it really did show that this is just the culture there.
This is the
It is not
culture.
just a small business kind of thing.
Mhm. Exactly. Exactly. Christy said the Breakfast Club is hard to get into. 10 years ago, you had to stand in line at 6 a.m. Now go and make it 3 a.m. Thanks to Keith. 3 a.m. if you want your food.
Oh my gosh. It must be really good.
It must be good.
Yeah.
Look, when it comes, look, I don't know nothing else about Keith Lee besides that he just seems like a really good person and
Mhm.
he has some very strong opinions on food. If Keith Lee say it's good, I trust it. I trust it.
I mean, even when he was doing, like, the chain restaurants, like the Chipotle hack
Mhm.
and stuff like that, he wasn't lying.
He wasn't
Every time he
lying.
did one of those, it was buzzing.
He's a foodie. This is
Yeah,
the best way to eat, period. This is where you need to eat, period.
yeah. I'm
Uh,
sorry for y'all who love The Breakfast Club, 'cause it's a wrap. It's
it's a
a wrap.
wrap. It's a wrap. But that's good for them. That's good for
Yeah,
them.
for
And
their business, yeah.
that could lead to more locations and them
Mhm.
expanding outside of Houston. So ultimately, this is a really, really great thing for them in their business. So I'm happy for them. So yeah.
Absolutely,
And a
yeah.
bunch of other like mom and pop shop. I know there was like this like bakery that he went
Oh, it
to.
looks so good
It
too.
looks so good, and she makes banana pudding, and she makes strawberry banana pudding,
Mhm.
which I didn't even know was a thing until you said your grandma make that for you, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" But then she makes it too, so
It's
it's a
good.
thing.
It's a thing.
He said it was so good, and she went from having like 2 customers today a day to the
Mhm.
line being wrapped around the building. This is good. This is
Yeah.
really
It's
good.
really good for these
So,
businesses.
mhm.
And, I know Ocho Cinco walked his stuff back, but you could choke for saying that he comes and ruin Black businesses,
I
because that's
know.
far from what that man
That's
does.
the thing, and it's just like just because you have a especially if you have a very big platform, do your due diligence before you start talking about something and shitting on something. You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't
Like,
know what you talking
and you
about.
don't know all the time. Exactly, exactly. Especially if something didn't happen or you're not personally affected by it, then you really don't have no excuse for being so like biased and negative
Yeah.
about something. You know what I'm saying? So like, just do some research. And I'm glad Ultra single daughter got him together because he was out of wrong. I wish
Shout out
somebody
to daughters getting
would
these
get,
parents together. There's
especially
been
they
a lot of
daddy,
that,
especially they daddy.
especially yeah, especially they
Get that man together. Period. Get that man together. Okay, last thing we want to talk about before we take a quick break,
Mhm.
The Renaissance, a film by Beyonce. Let's keep
Renaissance.
it spoiler free because
I
we don't want to
mean,
be
is it something you can spoil?
if people haven't seen the concert, if people haven't
Oh,
seen the
yeah, I
concert, and
guess.
there's a lot of behind the scenes that could be spoiled, I think. So
Okay.
I just want to give the
I
girls some
take the
time.
lead because I feel like I probably will say something
You
then.
probably will.
Okay, we'll
They
take
may
it.
be on standby. But no, so both me and Myra have seen it. I saw it yesterday. Myra saw it Friday night.
Mhm.
And just because you have gone to the concert, that's not a reason to not go to this.
Oh,
You
it
know what I'm
just
saying?
elevates it.
It 100% elevates it, especially if you are like how we were, where we was kind of in the nosebleeds just a little bit. I got to see a lot of the concert that I feel like I didn't notice because
Mhm.
because of where we were seated. And also I even feel like even if you went to the concert and you had great seats and was on the floor,
Yeah,
I
there's something you
still
can tell,
think
yeah.
there's so much because you're just so in the moment, you're so overwhelmed, and hugging your besties because y'all are having the time of your fucking life. Like
Mhm.
you're not gonna see every single thing. So I feel like the movie really helped you to be able to just see so much and then to be able to hear so much context and so much care that went into every single part of making this tour and this album. It made me just love it and appreciate it so much more, like so much more.
Absolutely. Yeah, I if you've been, like I said, it just elevates the experience. It
Hmm.
literally took me back. I know
Oh, me
she
too.
mentions that in at the end of every show, like just remember this moment, remember who you were with.
Yes.
And just like being there with y'all and just remembering
Hmm.
like the whole experience, it just really takes you back and it gives you more of appreciation of how they put on the show,
Yes.
how Beyonce is all well, we always know she's
She
involved
don't
in
play.
everything.
She don't play.
Every little piece,
Hmm.
everything she is involved in from,
Hmm.
stage handlers to like what they have on. Like she's
Yes.
involved in every little piece to the
Hmm.
point that, Eva Blue had to step up and like, chill, ma, like you doing too
That was so cute. Everybody's kids humble them, including
everybody
Beyonce's
kids
kids. That was
humbles
so
you.
cute.
But yeah,
Like,
it really elevates, and if you didn't get a chance to be at the concert, I think
please
it's still
go.
worth going to see it,
You're
'cause you
gonna see like 80% of the concert. Like,
yeah,
not every single song, but the vast
mhm,
majority of the songs for sure.
yeah, yeah, it
Mhm,
definitely gives you a good overview of what it
mhm.
was, and of course, you get the behind the scenes stuff too, and,
Yes. I had goosebumps the whole time. Just
girl,
like at the
like,
show, I had goosebumps the entire
the
time.
restraint that I was holding on to not act like I did not know the choreo, to, like, cozy and stuff, like, I
Literally.
'cause I nobody else was,
Mhm.
like, really moving or anything in
Yeah,
our theater, and I didn't wanna
same.
be the weirdo, like, doing the
I
whole
know.
thing.
I know. You know what? And my theater really didn't have a lot of people in it. It was maybe like 10 people tops or whatever at
Oh,
the time
yeah.
that I went. Because for
You
whatever
went during the
reason,
day?
yeah, I went during the day. It was
Okay,
the
I
same
should
thing
did
with
that
Taylor
too.
Swift too. Like, it
Yeah.
was just not a lot of people in there, whatever. But everybody was pretty chill.
Mhm.
And then nobody was getting up and dancing, which I wouldn't mind it if they did or whatever. But there was a little baby who was like sitting a few seats down from us. She maybe was two. Baby girl danced for 3 hours straight. Baby girl
Period.
thought that she was in the show. I know she slept so good after that because she did not sit down. She did not sit down. It was so freaking cute. It was so cute.
Oh, I love that.
It
I
was
love
so
that so
good.
much. Yeah.
Yes.
I wish I woulda did a matinee.
Was it
Just
busy at the time
it
that you went?
it wasn't packed,
Okay.
but, there was a seat in between, on
Okay.
the
Yeah.
outsides of me and Chuck, because I went with
Mhm.
Chuck, but
Mhm.
so it wasn't like we were all squished in together, but I
Yeah.
just, I'm not a
Yeah.
people person like that for real. It would
For
just been
real.
easier for me to just go to
For
something
sure.
smaller, but yeah, it's so worth
So
it.
good.
Definitely go.
I had
My
Dallas come with me too, and he really liked it too. He was like, "Damn, Beyonce be doing the most," and I was like,
mhm,
"This is why she is your favorite celebrity's favorite celebrity. This is why she is
period.
your favorite artist, because nobody works harder than Beyonce. Whether you love her music, hate her music, whatever, like nobody can say that woman is not working her ass off on everything she does. She gives 100%, and we just get to be blessed by it. So the least we can do is
200.
give her our coins. That's the least we can do.
Yeah.
So."
Yeah, and I love, I think I seen a TikTok too, and because everybody's complaining like, "Oh, Beyonce's taking all our coins, da da da," and somebody's like,
Mhm.
I feel like Beyonce is allowing us to see, her art and her vision at
Yeah.
their price point. So you have the movie, if you can't like afford to do a
Mhm.
concert,
That's
you got
true.
the movie, you got the music,
Mhm.
and obviously it's still a choice. I don't know
Yeah.
understand why people act like because she has all these things, you have to buy into every single point of it.
Right.
I mean,
You
obviously I
don't.
would, but you
I
don't. It's
mean,
still a
and do,
choice.
but you
Yeah.
don't have to.
Yeah, it's still a
Exactly.
choice. And I think people, like, leave that part out of it. So it's
Mhm.
like, if, maybe I can't make it to the concert, but I can see the movie,
Yeah.
and I can
Yeah.
experience it. And I feel like she really cares about the
Mhm.
experience you had, even if you're at the concert, if you're at the movie,
Mhm.
listening to her music. Like, she really cares about the experience, and she loves her fans.
100%. She
Yeah.
does. She does. And I was talking to Dallas for a little bit after it. Well, I probably talked about this for the next 2 hours after it, but that's neither here nor
Just a little
there.
bit,
That's
just a little
neither here
bit.
nor there.
Yeah.
But I was saying, I've noticed that like a lot of artists, they'll get to a certain age or they'll get to a certain point of their career where they just stop, where they just don't really make music anymore. They don't
Mhm.
really put out music anymore. They don't really tour anymore. They just take their lives back. And I don't fault them for doing
Yeah,
that at
not at all.
all. They
Yeah.
have worked so hard, they deserve to have whatever life they wanna have, and if doing the same thing doesn't serve them anymore, then, more power to them. I feel like we might never get to that point with Beyonce because I feel like she just 1, she loves what she does so
Mhm.
much, and 2, I feel like she loves and appreciates the Beehive too much. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, it's not gonna be as frequent. We're not gonna get an album and a tour every single year or every couple years. And you know what I'm saying? It might
Yeah,
be,
absolutely. Yeah.
some time in between it, but I honestly don't see a point where Beyonce just doesn't tour anymore and just doesn't make music anymore. It's very hard for me to imagine that because she just cares so much. Like I think she knows that like we the Beehive need her. We need you, sis.
I
Like
feel
have
like
your
she,
life, raise your kids, but come back,
yeah.
please.
Yeah. I feel like it's mutual though, like, she feeds off the energy that,
That's what she said.
the
Yep,
beehive gives her, and,
yep.
it just goes back and forth, and that lady, she says she's human, but
I don't believe
I
it.
don't know, it is some
I
kinda
don't believe it.
superpower in her.
She got more hours in the day. Some.
Something. I mean, the stuff that she
Yeah.
pushes through, you know, with, her voice and her body, like, she just
She's so easy to stand. She really is just
I
so
mean,
easy to stand
seriously, yeah.
because not only is she at the absolute top of her career, top of her field, like nobody is doing what she's doing. Nobody will ever do what she's been able to do. She's just so kind and generous and humble also. Like, how can you not stand?
The woman still take her kids to school. Like,
Well,
I
now I'm really impressed by that. Because I get up some mornings, I'm like, ooh, do you gotta go
girl,
to school?
the assistant will be dragging them to school.
All
But I
right.
think that's very important to her,
It's important. Mhm.
and shout out to, Mama Tina.
Mama Tina
Uh,
and Daddy Matthew. We got to see Daddy
yeah,
Matthew, and I love that. And I guess maybe we'll talk more in depth about it on the bonus episode because everybody will have a couple weeks to see it. But all I have to say is Blue Ivy Carter.
Ivy League,
Period. Blue Ivy Carter
that's it.
is everything. She is the moment. She is the future. She's the past. She's everything. I love Blue Ivy
I love
Carter
her, and
and
she
getting
took
to
her power
hear
back.
her. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Y'all gotta
Yeah.
see it. If you
Yeah,
haven't
you have to
seen
see
it,
it.
go see it. It was really great. I loved the behind the scenes. So when I had to just take a restroom break because I was 3 hours long and I drank a whole Coke right before that, I went actually during one of the performances because I didn't want to miss any of the documentary stuff at
Mhm.
all. I was like, I cannot miss any of the documentary stuff. So
Plus the
yeah,
song, she
so
blessed us
good.
with a new
Let's
song.
go with the new song, and it's popping. It's
It's
popping.
amazing.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
I just yeah, just it's I don't know.
Yep. Jeanette said, wait, where is it? She said, I appreciate Beyonce so much more after going to the tour and the movie. 100%.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. Beyonce really has just earned people's like respect. And she just earned it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like even if you don't connect, with her music, it's
Yeah.
like how can you not connect with like her work ethic or her passion or her generosity for her fan
Mhm.
base, like something. So I don't trust people who don't love Beyonce
Yeah, you just a
personally.
hater, and I can't have you in my circle. And it's like you don't have to be a stan,
You
like,
don't have to say, but at
yeah,
least respect the craft,
acknowledge, yeah,
respect the
yeah.
artistry, and if you can't do that, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Mm-mm, can't trust you because like
Mm-mm.
how can you not? Like, I mean, just the homage, like we already know this with the album, like
Mm,
to the
okay,
LGBTQ community, and like she I just shout out
Uncle
to Uncle
Johnny.
Johnny, like just getting that
I
background is just
Yeah. Jeanette
it's so
also
good.
said she teared up a few times. I did too. I
Oh,
did
I was
too.
crying.
Yeah.
I was crying, especially during Alien Superstar, being able to see that up front, like how
Oh,
that
so good.
plus
But
the back scene
anyway,
for it's just so good. Go see it. Okay, go
before we
see it.
spoil
Yeah.
it, let's take a quick break, and we will be right back. All right, y'all. So we are back, and we gotta talk about Black Friday. What did we buy around? I can't even say on Black Friday anymore because all the sales started like on
What did we buy in
Wednesday.
November?
Yeah, what did we buy? Literally the whole month.
The whole
The whole month.
month.
Oh my gosh, Myra, did you make any special purchases on or around Black Friday?
um, I did get a game for Chuck. Um, I think I did 2 planner orders. Girl, I don't give me the line. I don't remember what the hell I ordered, but
Go to your email.
let me check.
See what you purchased.
But yeah, I am very proud of myself with Black Friday as far as like when it comes to planner stuff. I was very you know, I didn't get anything crazy or anything like
Restrained.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So When was Black Friday? Oh, I
Myra,
got
are you okay?
no, I'm not. I feel like I know we kinda talked about this a little bit. I feel like I'm so out of the loop when it comes to the planner world, and, okay, so here's what I order. I order plum paper and
Okay.
then sweet freckle designs.
That's it.
That's it.
That's good. You said you weren't gonna get a lot.
Yeah, I'm
So,
just because
mhm.
I'm like, I feel like I have all my planners. I'm
Yep.
stepping back from getting all the stickers and stuff.
Yeah.
So, Sweet Freckle Designs is just stuff for the Hobonichi, and I'm just making do with what I got. I'm trying not to like buy too much stuff. It feels like the planner community is moving more to a colorful vibe.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
not really
moving away from that, so I
yeah.
think it's making it easier for me not to, like, buy a
Go
whole bunch of stuff, but yeah, yeah, I kept it cute. I didn't even get anything else other than that game for Chuck. Oh, we had to get some slime. We got our
period.
slime.
We had to get our
But
slime,
other than
and our
that,
slime place was having a really good sale. I think it was like
it was. It
30%
was like
off.
yeah, it was really, really good. So, but yeah, I'm really, really proud.
Yeah, you did very good. I'm very proud of you. I did a little bit more, but there was stuff that I really wanted. Okay. So of course I made a once more with love order and I made a Coffee Monsters Co. order because they had came out with some like holiday stickers that I really, really wanted around Black Friday. So I was like, why not just go ahead and get them? I also ordered from Orange Umbrella. I got some old Hobonichi cousin kits. And then I ordered from Arch and Olive because like that leather travel kit that you got, it was like on slight sale, and I kind of had my eye on it for a while. So I was like, it's on a little sale, so I might as well just get it. So I got it. So I'm
The, like,
excited about that.
little pouch thing.
Hmm. It's so cute.
It's really cute. You will
Hmm.
absolutely love it. I use it all the time. I am
Hmm.
sorry I did not get it on sale.
It was like $7 off. It
Okay,
was
okay,
not a big
yeah,
sale at
okay.
all.
But if you were eyeing it, it's worth it. Yeah.
It was, and honestly, I think people kept buying them up or whatever because it would, like, go on sale and then it would say sold out, so I literally had to just,
Mm.
like, keep checking the website, and at one point, I checked on, like, Monday at, like, 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was there, so I checked out, and I got it, and I just was like, "They about to cancel this order. They about to cancel this order. It's not I'm not gonna get it," and it finally shipped, so I was like, "Yes, I'm so excited." So I'm really excited about that because it is
Yeah.
so cute.
One thing about Arch
Um,
and Olive, they gonna ship your stuff.
they gonna ship it, period.
They gonna ship it. It's
They're
gonna
gonna
be
ship
out
it.
the door, like, the next day or
Yes.
2.
Yes, and so my only Black Friday stuff that hasn't shipped yet is Coffee Monsters Co. and I think Once More with Love has not shipped yet, which that's not surprising because I know Coffee Monsters Co. gets like millions of
Crazy.
orders
Yeah.
basically. It's so insane. I know Once More with Love, they have a pretty small team too. So, but yeah, the other stuff is shipped. I'm excited about it. I think it was pretty good Black Friday. I got some gifts. So I'm excited about those too.
Yeah, I don't know what it was with Black Friday this year. Like the toys are usually on sale. I wasn't seeing
Mhm.
no deals on toys. I also wasn't really feeling the best, so I didn't like go in store. I just
Yeah,
didn't see anything online for real.
yeah,
So I'm probably gonna finish out my Christmas shopping, which is really only for Ashton
yeah.
this weekend.
Mhm.
And yeah, we'll
Yeah,
just go
holiday.
from there. He's not getting too many, you know, the toy
Yeah,
conversation, he not getting too much stuff. It's probably gonna be
same.
majority clothes. He gonna be Saudi, but, like, "You don't play with these toys."
You don't play with these toys, sir.
I'm not about to keep buying these toys.
This is how it is, okay? Play with your stuff. Yeah, I definitely feel you. Some better deals, like, leading up to Black Friday, oddly, because I know,
Mhm.
like, EC, they had it was, like, 35% off in their, like, pre-Black Friday sale, and their actual
Yeah.
Black Friday sale was, like, 30% off.
Mhm.
So, a lot of these companies are starting to kinda get ahead and give you a better deal. I know with Target, I got a few things from Mason from there before Black Friday, and they
Yeah,
had, like, a
same.
really good toy sale. It was, like, 50% off on a lot of things, and I was not seeing that on actual Black Friday, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
weird.
yeah, this year was just weird. And plus,
Mhm.
I've been seeing a lot of TikToks where they were exposing that the prices was the same as before, they just put Black Friday.
Girl, that was some shit. That was some
I think
shit.
the days of, like, Trampling over people for some no-name 40-inch TV is over,
Not
you
if
know?
these corporations gonna keep playing around and not gonna give us no sales. Like, y'all want
Yeah.
people to show out, but y'all not showing out. Like, it was like a Best Buy employee, and they had like a video from inside their store on Black Friday. It was like nobody in there. And
Yeah.
usually Best Buy used to be the place where people was like camping out with tents
Mhm.
on Thursday night to get in on those deals. And it's like,
These are stories we gonna tell our kids.
yeah, I know. Once upon a
They ain't gonna
time,
believe it.
people use so crazy. And it's just like, I think we talked about it earlier, like before we recorded, like people are just feeling the things going on in the economy in a much
Mhm.
different way now. Plus, corporate greed has taken over, and these companies are not giving the discounts that they used to give. So you're not gonna get that frenzy for Black Friday that you used to get.
Yeah, this is why, like, go to the store, camp out for a TV
Mm-mm.
that's, like, $20 off. Like, like, it's
Girl,
just
ain't nobody
it's
doing that
not
dumb stuff.
given.
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody doing all that.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, there used to be some
Some
deals,
deals.
like, you
Yep.
really could get your whole holiday shopping done with those deals, but yeah.
Mm-mm. That's not
This
the
year I think
same.
people just over it.
I think so too. Yep.
Just over
And
it.
we also had Candle Day, which I was very excited. The Candle Day was like 9.95 a candle.
Mhm.
It's actually still going on for the Patreon peeps who are in the building right now. You still got a couple
Yeah, you
hours
probably got a
left
couple hours,
of
yeah.
today. It really is the best price of the year.
Mhm.
And I know, like for me, I really don't buy a lot of candles throughout the year, so this is 100% my stock up time. For the most part, so I try not to
Yeah.
get too many like Christmassy things. I try to get stuff that I can use like all throughout the year. Also, so I'm excited. What did you get for Candle Day? Anything new?
Yeah, pretty much everything I got was new.
Okay.
I did 4 online, and I actually ended up getting 4 in the store today, which that was an experience. That was just so
Hmm.
funny. I got there early before they opened,
Yeah.
and just watching people walk into the door and, like, yank on the door and
Yeah.
confused why it was closed.
Why was they doing
I don't know.
that?
People are weird.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever get a chance to just watch people, like, just do it. It's very
Yeah.
entertaining. But, the few that I got online was, like, that, like, Candy Emporium one,
Okay.
which I'm
Mhm.
kinda bummed out I got it because when I smelt it in store, it was not given.
Yeah, I love it. That's why I ended up not
Mm-mm.
getting that, and if I would've just bought it online, I would've been disappointed because it wasn't bad. Maybe it burns better, you know?
Yeah, I might return it. I know they have a
Mhm,
different thing now that where they only give you the money that you spent on it, but,
mm,
whatever, that's the
whatever.
L I took.
Yeah,
I did get Top Shelf Elf, which smells so good. I was not expecting it to be that good.
mhm.
And then I got Cosmopolitan
I got that one.
and
Mhm.
Candy Cane Colada.
I got both of those.
Real all of those are good. I smelled those in stores.
Yeah.
That's good. That's the ones I got online. And then I got the hot pink cocoa.
Mhm.
That's what I was just burning. I
Okay.
can't burn that too long. It started to make my hair hurt, but it smells
Really?
really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I say an hour tops for that one for me.
Mhm.
Then I got a laundry day one because duh.
Mhm.
And the blueberry
Lemon
lemonade,
blueberry?
yeah, it was something
Lemonade?
like
Yeah,
that.
lemon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That one
Mhm.
smelled really good. I thought I wouldn't have liked that, so I didn't buy it online, but I did get it in the store, so I
Mhm.
got that one. And one more, I think butterfly, which
Okay.
was a scent from the spring that I really love. But yeah, I kept it cute. I thought
Yeah.
I was only gonna get out of this weekend with 4, but
You was wrong.
I was completely wrong.
You
But
know
yeah.
what? We got a lot of the same candles, and a lot of the candles that you got online, I got in store, and some of the
Mhm.
ones you got in store, I got online. So it's
I
crazy
love
how
that.
that works.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm literally okay. So right now I'm burning lavender marshmallow. I
That
liked
was
it.
good.
I love it burning. It smells really good. It's
Okay.
not super strong, but I really love it. So I actually ended up when I made my online purchase after, I got a second one of those. I really, really like it.
Dang, I should have grabbed one. It did
So
smell
good.
good in the store. I didn't buy
Mhm.
it online because I usually don't like marshmallow scents,
Mhm.
but it's not as heavy as
It's
most
not.
marshmallow. Yeah,
It's really
it's really
not.
good.
Yeah, I got candy cane colada, I got cosmopolitan, what is this one? I got perfect Christmas, I got goldenberry mistletoe, which really
That one's
surprised
good.
me. I
Mm.
love that one. I've already burnt it. It's so good. And then I got blueberry, the lemon blueberry one. I really like that. And then
Yeah, it was good.
online, I got eucalyptus snowfall, hot pink cocoa, eucalyptus mint, and another lavender marshmallow. And I was also able to get 2 free candle holders because I had the coupon thing on my app. So I
Oh,
used it
yeah.
in the store and I used it online. And so I got 2 of those. So I'm so excited about that.
Oh, nice. Usually
Yes.
they, like, block it after
Girl,
using
they
it,
let me
so
double dip. They
yeah.
let me double dip. I was so
Yeah.
happy. So that
They
was
got
like the
caught
main
slipping.
reason, girl. That was the main reason why I had to make an online purchase. I was like, I think I need another because one is like Christmassy and one is just like normal looking that I can
Yeah.
use all throughout the year. So I'm very excited about these.
I love
Very
that.
excited.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun,
Yeah.
overall. I mean, it wasn't too crazy. I don't know if it was too
Mhm.
crazy in your store. It wasn't bad. I mean,
Mm-mm.
people was there,
There
but,
was a lot of people, but it
yeah,
wasn't too crazy. And my
yeah,
store is kind of smaller because it's like inside of a mall. But yeah, it was not too crazy. I was still able to get in and out the store within like 10 minutes, and then I
mhm,
shopped online pretty quickly too. So that was
yeah.
good.
Yeah, they had me in a virtual line, but it was only for,
Mhm.
like, 5
Yep,
minutes or whatever,
exactly.
but yeah.
Yep.
I always
Kill
love Candle Day.
I know, me too, me too. Kelia said that she set an alarm for 5 a.m. and she checked out at 5:05 and shipped at noon. That's amazing that it already shipped.
Oh my
That's
god, that
crazy.
is
They
amazing.
was
They talking about they not
ready.
about to ship my stuff until, like, next week.
I know. I don't know when mine's gonna ship. I'm just gonna. I mean, I got some in store, so let
Yeah, I'll be
go. I'm gonna
alright.
let you
Yeah.
know.
I'll be alright.
Exactly. Yes. Christy said she bought 2 of the elf ones, so she really liked it.
It was
Um,
good. It is a
Jan-
good one.
Jeanette said, I'm burning caramel frappuccino right now. I picked it up in the store today. Yes, I went back today. You know what?
We
Sometimes you gotta spin the block, and that's all right. And that's all
I mean,
right.
we did technically.
We did. We did spin the block. Because you know what? Actually, they had some candles on Saturday online that were not online on Friday. So,
That
and
hot pink cocoa was one of
yeah,
them,
and the hopping cocoa
and I
was
think that
one.
caramel frappuccino too.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
Yep.
played me Friday.
Girl, they be playing.
They played too damn much.
They be playing.
But I did like that
Yeah.
caramel frappuccino one, but I'm like, I just have too many coffee ones, so I didn't pick that one
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And honestly, I'm kind of moving a little bit away from like more food scented candles. I'm not really as into them as I used. I still like them here and there, but I don't like them as much as I used to. So I'm
Yeah.
really taking a chance on this hot pink cocoa one. I hope I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you will. I just
Yeah.
wouldn't burn it longer than an
Too
hour.
long. Yeah.
I'm leaning more towards those sweet candy, fruity kinda scents right now.
Agreed,
Mhm.
agreed. I like that. So something I almost missed because of Black Friday was that our advent calendars started on Friday. So I literally didn't start mine until Friday night because I totally forgot about it
Yeah, I
for Friday
forgot.
morning. But I can say I'm really liking the Trader Joe's coffee one so far. Every day has been a really good flavor, and they're not an ABC order anymore. Myra, did you notice?
The Trader Joe's or
Not
Aldi's?
Trader Joe's. I don't know why I said Trader Joe's. Aldi's. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't
Yeah.
noticed. I didn't look at the back because they
They're
played
not.
me last year.
They did, but they're not in that order.
Thank
But I
God.
did look.
Thank God.
And actually, it was weird because on the second day, because I got Dallas one too, and on the second day, we had different coffees. So I don't know because the first day and the third day have been the same thing, but on the second day, we had something different from each other.
What did y'all
So
have? I mean,
I
it
had
ain't really a spoiler. The day
no.
already over.
Yeah, he had eggnog and I
Uh-huh.
had English toffee or something like that. I can't remember
Interesting. I
what it
had
was.
eggnog too.
So maybe mine is the one that's off from that day. I don't know what happened. So
Mhm.
he was really salty though because he was like, "I want my English toffee or
Yeah, I
whatever
would
that
rather
is."
have English toffee too.
It
I
was
I don't
good.
I don't
The
fucks with
eggnog
eggnog.
was okay though. It didn't taste like too eggnoggy to me because I tasted his also. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
threw it away.
you didn't even try?
I don't like eggnog.
I can't
I'm
tell.
not a milk drinker either, so
You're not. That's
yeah.
true. That's true. But
So, and I
yeah,
knew Chuck wasn't gonna try it, so
yeah.
I'm like,
The chocolate one has been good. I got the fancy chocolate one. I got Dallas the medium chocolate one, and I got Mason the cheap chocolate one, and we've
Not
all
you
been
guys
happy.
different levels throughout the
We got all 3. We got all 3 levels.
I love it.
But it is good. And then we got like a Harry Potter like Lego one. So Mason has
I've
been
been enjoying
enjoying that.
that.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah,
It's
it's
super
cute.
cute.
It's cute.
Mhm.
We did do
Do
the hot sauce one this year, and
okay.
I've been liking it so far. It's not
Okay.
too bad.
Have you just been trying the hot sauce by itself or you been putting it on something?
Um, Technically putting it on something
Okay.
because we had Chick-fil-A, just had
Okay.
nuggets. So and then I didn't start till yesterday, so I had
Okay.
2 to try, but
Oh,
I don't know. I
good.
might just put it on like a cracker moving forward because I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna have chicken every single day.
Girl, that's what we was like last year. We was like, "Do we need to just buy some frozen chicken wings and, like, cook one a day so that you can try this out?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"What
because
should
like,
we
what do you put
do?"
it on?
I don't
You
know.
know? But yeah, it's been good so far. Ashton
Good.
did drop day 2, so I don't have any more of that.
Okay.
But I see what you mean by having those little bottles around. That's gonna get annoying. So
Girl,
I'm
throw
gonna
them
have to make
bottles
some
away.
decisions.
On January 1st, throw them bottles away and don't look back. Just don't
They
look
give you a
back.
lot
They
though.
do. Mhm, mhm. So, I got a couple of stationary advents. I got the Archer and Olive one, and I got the Alicia Michelle one. I only
Mhm.
did 1 day on the Alicia Michelle one, so far, but Archer and Olive, I was gonna wait and do 1 per day. I opened up, like, 6 on Friday. So I'm waiting to do the rest of them. I don't know what happened. I just kept opening
That's
and
half the damn
half
box.
the box. I don't know why I didn't just finish. I just couldn't help it. I was just so excited because that one has been really, really good and it's
It
really
has been
different.
good.
So I really like it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I love how it's set up too. It's
it's
a
so
cute little
cute.
box.
Such
Yeah,
a cute box.
yeah.
But yeah, that's Advent. So we'll keep giving y'all updates on Advents until the last episode of this year.
Stay tuned to us on social media. Are you
Yes.
doing Vlogmas this year?
I mean, absolutely not is my
I'm not
short
either.
answer.
Yeah.
But maybe here and there I can put something on my stories, but definitely not every
Yeah.
day. I don't have
Yeah.
energy to do every
Yeah, check
day.
us out on the stories. I'm trying to be a little
Mhm.
bit more active over there in the stories.
Yeah.
I could commit to Vlogmas this year.
Mm-mm.
One, the girls aren't engaging, so what's the point? And
That
then
is
two,
that is the
it's just a
point.
lot of work. It's a lot
It's
of
a lot of
work.
work. It's a lot of work. Exactly, exactly. But yeah, y'all, I guess we can go ahead and wrap it up here. So, as far as the pod schedule for the rest of the year, we will have an episode come out, the regular episode on December the 14th and also December the 21st. And we're doing something kind of fun this year. We're going to be just kind of looking back on all the things that have happened this year as far as in pop culture and in the planner community for those last 2 episodes. So, make sure y'all tune in. And obviously, if there's anything like current going on that's really fun to talk about, we'll definitely throw those things in there too. But it's going to primarily just kind of be wrapping up the year and talking about all the things, talking about our planner lineups for next year, all of that. We'll save that for those episodes as well. So write into us and let us know what y'all's planner lineups is going to be too. We would love to share them, maybe give some people some ideas on the next couple of episodes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
And let us know, if you have some favorite moments from the show this year. Um, I'm sure we could figure that out how to throw that in there too. But
We shall.
yeah. But yeah, it's been a good year. Y'all know we take a break at the end of the year, so be prepared for that.
Mhm.
And but yeah, we'll definitely keep y'all posted on dates and stuff on there. Um, this is also a perfect time to join the Patreon too. So
True.
definitely tap in. If you need a little bit of extra content to get you through the holidays, this is a perfect time to do so.
Yes.
And then also, like, we are doing, I mean, you too late for this live, but we are doing 2 other lives this month. So if you want to like interact with us and interact with the community, go ahead and hop on over to the Patreon.
Yes. The holidays can be so lonely sometimes. So,
Hmm.
hop on over to our Patreon. We got lots of people in there who are just great and just so welcoming and so friendly and just want to talk about planners and TV shows and books and Beyonce and all the amazing things and Candle Day. You know what I'm saying? We love our Patreon community so much, especially the
Hmm.
Facebook group. It is so much fun, especially for this time of the year. So Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So check it out.
Check it out. Tamara, did you have anything else for the peeps? Thank you again to our amazing Patreon community for joining our live today. And if you couldn't make it today, don't fret. Like Myra said, we got 2 more coming up. 2 more opportunities to talk to us live.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't have anything else. Y'all be safe. Have a safe holiday season into the new year. I mean, we still got a few more shows, but
Mhm.
just letting you know. And yes, Jeanette says Patreon is where it's at. We do have a really good time over here, so definitely check it
We
out. But
do.
but yeah, y'all. Looking forward to the next few episodes and
Mhm.
I'm excited. Excited
Me
for the
too.
next year and what the podcast have to bring. So
Me
definitely
too.
join in.
Yes. Thank y'all so much for listening, and we will talk to y'all next week.
Bye guys.
Hey Grapevine! Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Planners and Wine is hosted by Megan P. and Myra P. and is edited by Jonathan F. We'd like to thank our Planners and Wine patrons for their continued support and engagement. With special thanks to Daniel M. and Lisa F., moderators of our Patreon-exclusive Facebook group. For more amazing content, please visit plannersandwine.com or find us on Patreon at patreon.com/plannersandwine. You can also find us on all social media platforms at Planners and Wine.